Hey guys, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Rachel Graham and I'm a registered nurse, a digital creator, and a mom. Today, I'm going to be showing you really fast in under 15 minutes how to create a screen share presentation in Canva. So this is a digital product, but instead of just presenting your screen in a different program, you can do it in Canva, which is insane, and I didn't even know that literally until today. So I'm sharing what I just learned. So I'm going to come over here and share my screen. All right, and if you don't have Canva already, make sure you download it. And then you can pause this video and build this as you watch. So I already have pulled up the template, but I'm just gonna back out a little bit. Okay, so this is if you just logged into your screen. So now we're gonna create a design, go to presentation over here, and that brings these up, and choose the 16:9. And then you can scroll through all of these templates. If you have Canva Pro, you can use the ones that have the little Pro crown. If you don't have Canva Pro, that's totally fine. There's a lot of free templates that are awesome. I selected this guy. It's a 10-page template, so you can kind of look through and see, okay, yeah, I like the general vibe of this. My presentation that I'm going to be doing today is actually on how sugar impacts the body. So I wanted to choose something that's fun and makes me think of sugar, and this totally fits the bill. This presentation looks like it's about mental health, and it's in Spanish, it looks like. All right, so we're gonna apply all 10 pages. So now the first step that you do, you just edit it. Okay, so this guy's super cute. It's like a cloud or a brain or cloud brain. Very cute, but not appropriate for my presentation. Now I'm gonna edit the text, and I'm calling it How Sugar Impacts Your Body. I do have a background in graphic design, and I can go down the rabbit hole with, playing with type and playing with the spacing between letters, and it can become kind of obnoxious. Okay, so here I'm fixing the alignment. Okay, but I'm just gonna keep this very short and sweet for you guys. But you can spend hours going down the rabbit hole of adjusting these types of things. But like I said, we just wanna, get in and get out. So how sugar impacts your body. Do I like how that looks? Well, let's see what a different font looks like. Okay, so let's try out that guy. That's kind of nice. Dream Avenue, no. So what I do is I literally just you try to make fast decisions. Because like I said, you can go down the rabbit hole. Your first instinct, especially when you're dealing with typeface, do you like it or not? Nope. Nope. I don't exactly know what I'm looking for, but it's one of those things where it's like, I will know it when I see it, and I have not seen it yet. See, these are all too serious. Let's see. It's a little play. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. And then for the alignment, centered. And this is by me. All right. I'm going to center this guy too. And then you can click out of the screen, and this allows you to get back to the black pointer. And then we can kind of adjust that. We're going to put that down here. And there you can kind of drag. You see how that purple line comes down, that vertical line, and that centers it for me. I don't really like this little dippity-doo, so we're going to get rid of that. I actually don't mind these kind of fun colored, or whatever these are, these elements. I don't mind those. This one maybe is a bit much. Okay. So yeah, you can really but otherwise I kind of like how that looks. This I feel like needs to be pink because sugar is pink in my brain. Maybe that's because I think about cotton candy. And I mean, I don't really, this kind of salmon color isn't really working for me. So then a cool element with graphic design, you want to keep things as simple as possible. You don't want to have 10 different colors. You don't want to have 10 different fonts. You want to stick to 2 to 3 fonts for a presentation, max. And then your colors, you want to have a color palette that stays within 2 to 3 colors. So I've already used this kind of bright pink. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to go over to here, and this brings up more of the broad spectrum, all of the colors. So you can kind of drag this in the vicinity of that existing color that you've already picked, right? And get something that's a version of that goes with it, but it's a little bit different. See that? So that's it's just a little bit toned down, right? From the headline. So I really like that. I think that's awesome. And then here, this thing here is giving you, this is called a hex code. And this is telling you what the code is for that exact color. So you can write this down if you want. I mean, it's probably not necessary, but I feel like I'm a little bit of a tick and I like to see, okay. And then I'm going to put a little note and say pale pink. Because sometimes I feel like with the computer, things don't like, is that going to save that? Is that color? E87 EDB. So it did. So I don't really need to, but in my mind mentally, it's like, okay, this is the pale pink element and I'm going to go for that. Okay, cool. So then for this guy, we're going to do the same. And now that it's already saved right here, that's dope. We can just pop that in here. This guy, so it's too much pink now. So we need something else. So what are we gonna do for our other color? I really do like the way gray and pink look. So let's try this. That looks nice, hey? Let's go a little darker. Okay, I like that. That's a little too brown. Let's get it to be a little bit. So we're just gonna go a little more like graphite. There we go. See, that pops a little better. How sugar impacts your body. And we can get back to this. I'm kind of thinking something more like bubbly, like cotton candy in my mind. Let's see. If we search bubbly. Bubble. Ooh, what about bubble body new? That kind of looks fun. Let's check that. Ooh, yep. Okay, let's pop up the font size. Yeah, I really like that. See, that's a little more fun. Make sure that's centered, and for some reason it's not giving me. It's because this kind of white shape in here is an odd shape. So to center it, it's a little wonky. But I think that's pretty good for our title page. But I'm trying to keep this under 15 minutes. So, okay. So then here we just go to the second page. And so how sugar impacts your body. I'm not going to go through and do this whole thing with you guys right now with the real content. But let's say main benefits. Let's start with the positive of quitting sugar. So obviously we don't want it to look like that. So we're just going to drag this box out. And that's going to, we're going to keep it like that. So again, so you click out of it to get that black arrow back, and that'll allow you to drag the box around. So then we can come over here, the bubble body new. So that I'm going to use for my, like my headline. And we can reduce the size a little bit if we want, so we can fit it all on the screen. So it's Canva is just very easy to drag and drop. So main benefits of quitting sugar. And I think for this subsequent page, I don't need these doodads. And to be honest, I don't even need this white box. And what I might do is just turn this back box white. Do you see how easy that was? Like, I love Canva. Main benefits of quitting sugar. I think we can do this pink. Yeah, that's fun. And then these guys, okay, so if you need to change like all of these because I don't like the salmon color, I'm gonna click and I'm gonna drag down with my mouse or my trackpad in this case because I'm on a laptop. Change that to that bubblegum pink. Ooh, so it just changed the numbers. So now I'm gonna come in here and I'm going to hold shift and I'm gonna individually click on those circles. And now, where's my color, you guys? Also gonna play games with me? Okay, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna troubleshoot here together. Okay, so we selected pink. Weird. Okay, so the reason these little circles are not changing color, oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. So, you know, you just kind of have to navigate around, and I'm not going to edit this. I'm not going to edit these kind of like, oh, what happened there? Where am I going? Because the whole purpose of this is to show you guys how I do stuff in real time, like without editing, because that isn't the real life. It's not real for me to get everything perfect every time, right? Okay, so I like the way that bubblegum looks, right? We're going to come through here. We'll see if this one will let us highlight everything at once. Let's see if that changed everything. Did it? No, it didn't want to get those salmon bubbles. Okay, so now I'm holding shift and I'm selecting those. Oh, it doesn't like me to do that. It's so weird. Let's see if we go group. And now, see, it's playing games with me, you guys. I wonder why. Okay, and the cool thing about Canva too is it like auto saves. So why when I come over here, we need to unlock? Okay, see, a little lock icon came on. Why? I don't know. I literally don't know why it's not letting me. Here I am trying to be like, this is the easiest thing to use. And then it's like giving me grief. So it's deciding that it's going to lock this every time I try to select it. So I'll have to Google that later and figure out why that's doing that, because I've literally never had that be a thing before. And someone's probably watching this and thinking, oh, that's a really easy fix, but I'll be able to find that. Okay, so there I've just changed that. Main benefits of quitting sugar. Let's see, we could say reverse aging. So you go in here and you just add your content. But as I said, I'm not going to do that with you guys sitting here. So we would go through and adjust each slide, just like we are. And you can see, once you do the first two, it's pretty easy to be like, okay, these are my colors. I liked these elements on the cover page, and maybe every third page I'll keep those elements. Like maybe I'll keep this for this page. And the trick to doing kind of creative work like this is just to make these very like short decisions. Like, how does it look? How does it feel? You know, when I look at that font, does it feel good? You're gonna know yes, no. It's like a vibe, right? And if you don't know, that's totally cool. Just pick something that you think looks awesome, okay? So now, we pretend we put all the content in there, and I have some notes that I'm referring to here, so don't forget to show you guys anything. So then, what we would do, once we were finished this, is we would, sorry, I'm looking down my list. So now, complete. So we're gonna go share. And now we're going to go present. Ooh, this is so fun, you guys. I've literally never done this. Like, we're doing this together the first time. And then I'm gonna go present and record. Oh my gosh. This is literally so exciting. Okay. Can I screen share and record or present and record? I don't know. We'll see how this works. If it doesn't work well, then I don't know. So it says record yourself as you present. So I'm thinking it may not work because I'm already presenting using Vimeo to record my screen. So I'm not going to try to do that and ruin this video. But essentially, you would just hit next. And then it would say go to recording studio. You would click that. And then after you're finished, you would say end recording, and then it'll give you the option to download this presentation just like you would any other digital creation that you've made in Canva. So you can download it to your desktop, or you can simply copy paste the link and you can send it to anybody that you want to have it. So that is how you make a digital product in Canva, and in particular, how you do a presentation in Canva where you can actually record yourself presenting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I record videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday on topics from wellness related stuff like why to quit alcohol, why to quit sugar, or 80-20. Ideas about how to live just a better life and how to feel better and how to prevent disease. I also am going to be sharing my journey as a digital creator, creating products in the wellness space, creating products that provide value and convey my knowledge to you guys. So that is my hope with recording these videos. So please come back and check out the next one. All right, you guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon.